we hadn't had one of those, all year to where it came down, and I think there a little bit of not a little bit, a lot of credit goes to that team. They've been down double-digit leads, I think, in 3 of their games, and came back and made ball games of them. So we knew they weren't going to go away. Got an awful lot of firepower, and with the exception, of Poydras, we did a really good job. Now, we've been talking all week about defending the three-point line, and kept a lot of guys well below their averages, lost sight of number 10, but we didn't have any answer for their pick and roll game. That was, I'm really curious to see it on film so that I can get a feel for it. We made more adjustments tonight, pick and roll stuff, than we've made in a long time, and we just weren't as engaged as we needed to be. But I give, Randolph's a heck of a point guard, and the big fella had one of his best games ever. So you kind of pick your poison. Need to improve a lot of that pick and roll. But what a ball game! The air went out of the building when they took the 3-point lead. This is a team that hasn't been in that experience before, and I couldn't be more proud of the way that they responded and bounced back with the 3 and got a stop and hit free throws. And I mean, a lot of things had to come together for us to preserve a win against a really good team. So as I told our team, I think our season, most seasons for everybody, are about learning lessons, growing. You're faced with different obstacles along the way, and this one was unique. And to be able to learn some pretty valuable lessons without having to take a loss is always a positive thing, especially for when you're trying to get something going. Well, it's never, this one was awesome, but it's having that composure and the ability to step up to the line and hit shots, make some plays. He had one of his better games, from an offensive point of view, and did a nice job guarding. That's what this team's about. That's what you have to do, is grow. And it's not about necessarily one performance. I think, as we know, when you get where you want to be, it's consistent. So it's not just a one-time thing, but now maybe he can tack on something else to that. And I know him in particular, he's getting more and more comfortable. We had visited a few times, and he talked about how he was just thinking too much. And I think as the season goes on, he's more and more comfortable with what we expect, and you're seeing some great improvement. Well, just waiting for instruction. Some of those reviews are about whose ball it is, so you're trying to cover a couple things, and we've worked on some end-of-game situations, but there's nothing like doing them when the popcorn's popping to try to figure out, you got to do them, and then all of a sudden, hey, okay, I get it. But you can work on them in practice. A lot of times that comes at the end of the practice. Guys lose a little bit of focus. The thing I came away from is we're going to have to put some time in, on finishing some things up. But free throws were huge. I thought the free throws were phenomenal, and they oftentimes get overlooked because, those don't go in. It changes the complexion of the game. I don't believe we missed one late going down the stretch, and I'm pleased with shooting 75% as a team as well. So,
we shot 10 for 22 from the three-point line, so that definitely helped. And we got couple stops, and you talk about a great team, and I wouldn't be surprised if they won the WAC. So yeah, they made clutch shots, and they did a great job with me and double teaming and really zeroing me out a lot of the game. And a lot of people stepped up, and Ty hit 2 big threes. Oh damn, he was 4 for 5. Wow, that's crazy. People just stepped up. Yeah, a little bit. They closed out a lot of driving lanes for me, and they did a great job of the scheme in which they did. In the second half, I kind of just, try to attack the rim as much as possible and try to get a little nasty, and, it helped out a little bit. So, we had a lot of miscues with him. A lot of times, our game plan wasn't to step up anytime Randolph got into the paint. And, we stepped up a couple of times, and he got easy dump offs. And he had a hell of a game. He had 28 and 15. That's pretty remarkable. So, it was good that we showed a lot of grit tonight. But we know that Xavier's a top 10 team, and we're gonna have our hands full. So we just have to get back to the basics and just get ready for a brawl in Cincinnati.